too far.
That's deep.
Secrets here.
That's it.
I'm really hoping we get a suicide jump off a bridge in the back. It'll be just so sweet. A little one of those moments to add that magical touch. We're rolling. I was talking to the beautiful Gabrielle, your director over here, and you made the Pursuit of Happyness together. And to be honest, he seemed a little shell-shocked by the reaction in the States. The critics kind of went a little bit vicious on it. And for many of them, it might as well have been called the Pursuit of Sappiness. There was that sense that it was too sweet for them. How did you feel when you realised that, well, these guys aren't liking the movie the way we thought they would?
You know, it's like I've never had a movie reviewed well. So it's everything will be better than the way that Hancock was reviewed. So historically, my films have been fairly review-proof. So I take it to the fans, I take it to the people, and I judge based on how the people react and respond. So.
Well, I know that you and your business partner, James Lassiter, you have Overbrook Entertainment, you're named after your old high school, and you guys starting out looked at the top 10 movies and examined what it is that people want, and every weekend after an opening weekend, doesn't have to be your film, you look at what people are doing and why they're reacting.
Absolutely.
So when this film opened at 16 million, I don't know whether you guys sat down and said, was it the weather? Are you trying to figure out exactly why was it a little bit less than expected?
We do all types of analysis and trying to figure it out, and this is the type of film that shouldn't be being compared to I Am Legend, and that and I think that's really what happens when you start to get swallowed by your own success. This film should be being compared to Ali and to 6 Degrees of Separation and all of that, but we've had so much success that if it doesn't open to 77 million, it's a huge issue. But I mean, I feel very, very confident in the strength of this movie.
Well, you are somebody, I think you're the last real movie star in the sense that people like George Clooney and Brad Pitt and all that have embraced art house, and they make a lot of films that people just don't go to because they're too difficult. But you are somebody who's always delivering on the box office side of it. Do you get vertigo from that because you could be just one couch leap away from everything flipping over and then you're derailed? I don't know whether you kind of, all the planning and all the meticulous attention you put into it and all the handshaking and all that things can just go wrong. I don't know if that actually gets you a little bit every now and again.
I don't believe that. I know how to make blockbuster movies. If the goal of 7 pounds was to be a blockbuster, then you don't make 7 pounds. It's like I did I Am Legend and Hancock. I know how to do that. This is an attempt to expand as an artist, and it's clearly not a typical Will Smith movie. So it's always very scary, but you do things, you make it for a smaller budget, I don't take my fee for movies like this, and you try to make it so that the studio doesn't get into such a dangerous financial position.
But that global willing thing that you've said it yourself, like you really sit down and plan it, and you're working 24/7 really on figuring out, like going to India, getting investments there, and not getting into China. I don't know if that core of it, when you said before when you were 16, two things: a girl cheated on you, you said I'm never not going to be good enough again, and also you walk into your high school canteen, announce your arrival, some guy punches you out, and decide I can actually make a crowd go either way.
Absolutely.
That's amazing for a 16-year-old to sort of have that drive, even then, to recognise I can actually work this, I can use myself to manipulate. I mean, where does that come from? Is that from one of your parents, or?
I feel like it's something that clicked through. My grandmother was huge in the church, right? So there are what I would sort of refer to as spiritual physics, right? So the idea that energy is infectious, right? So I can infect you right now. I can infect you positively, or I can infect you negatively. I can affect how you go home and deal with people and friends and family and all of that. And to me, the spiritual physics of that are flawless, right? So as long as I continue to affect people and infect people positively, there's no version of me not winning at the box office. It's just the spiritual physics don't work that way.
Rock and roll. I'm frantically being told to go. Very nice to talk to you, son.
Good to see you, Paul. Pleasure,
Have you ever made it to Ireland yet?